Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to begin with a bold but honest truth. Life changes dramatically as we age. By the time we reach 60, many of the support systems we once relied on begin to shift. Our children build lives of their own, our parents have likely passed on, and our friends may drift as they face their own set of challenges. The people we once leaned on may no longer be as available or as involved as they once were. It is in these moments that we confront a sobering realization. Family alone is not enough to carry us through the next chapter of life. But this realization is not a source of despair. On the contrary, it is a powerful call to action. Because while certain support systems may fade, new sources of strength can be built by us, for us. There are 5 essential pillars that every individual must build after 60. These pillars are not theoretical ideas. They are practical, foundational truths. When nurtured consistently, they will support us through the inevitable storms of aging. They will give us not just the ability to survive, but the opportunity to truly thrive. Let us explore them one by one. Before we get into the main part of the video, please support the channel by hitting the like button, sharing, and subscribing. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell to stay updated with the latest videos. Pillar 1, your health is your fortress. If there is one truth that becomes undeniably clear after 60, it is this. Your health is the foundation of your independence, your dignity, and your overall quality of life. In youth, our bodies are resilient. We bounce back from sleepless nights, unhealthy meals, and stress with ease. But as the years pass, the wear and tear becomes more evident. What we once neglected starts to return in the form of aches, fatigue, and chronic illness. But here is the good news. It is never too late to take control of your health. The difference between merely existing and actively thriving often comes down to the choices we make daily, the foods we eat, the way we move, the amount we rest. Start with movement. You do not need to run marathons or join a gym. Walking each day, stretching, practicing gentle strength exercises, or swimming can all improve mobility, balance, and vitality. Movement keeps your muscles strong, your joints limber, and your heart healthy. It is a declaration of life, a quiet refusal to let age define you. Next, turn your attention to nutrition. At this stage of life, your body is less forgiving. Junk food, sugar, and processed meals can lead to inflammation, fatigue, and disease. Focus instead on whole foods, vegetables, fruits, lean proteins, healthy fats. Eat to nourish, not just to satisfy hunger. And finally, prioritize sleep. Rest is not a luxury, it is a biological necessity. Sleep supports cognitive function, immune health, and emotional stability. Treat it with the respect it deserves. When you invest in your health, you reclaim control over your life. You may not prevent every illness or injury, but you increase your chances of recovery, resilience, and living with dignity. Pillar 2, financial security is peace of mind. As you approach or move through your 60s, your relationship with money changes. For many, this is the season of retirement, a time when steady income begins to slow or stop, even as expenses continue, or in some cases, rise. Financial stress is more than just a numbers game. It can rob you of sleep, joy, and independence. It can make the golden years feel anything but golden. That is why financial security is not about being rich. It is about being prepared. A strong financial foundation gives you choices. It lets you decide where and how you live, what kind of care you receive, and what kind of legacy you leave behind. If you're still earning, continue saving. Even small amounts, when invested wisely, can grow. Make your money work for you through investments, interest, or passive income. Consider meeting with a financial advisor to create a sustainable plan. If you have debt, make reducing or eliminating it a priority. Debt is a weight that becomes heavier with age. The less you owe, the more freedom you have. Also, plan for healthcare. Medical expenses are often the most significant cost in later years. Explore supplemental insurance, health savings accounts, or long-term care policies to help manage these costs. Your finances are not just about your bank account. They are about your freedom. Financial peace allows you to enjoy your life without constant worry. It gives you room to breathe, to help others, and to enjoy the fruits of your hard work. Pillar 3, purpose is the fuel for a meaningful life. Purpose is what gets you out of bed in the morning. It is what gives your days structure, your life meaning, and your heart a reason to keep going. When we are younger, purpose often finds us through careers, parenting, or daily responsibilities. But after 60, many of those roles begin to shift or end. Retirement, an empty nest, or changes in health can leave a void. That void, if left unfilled, can lead to feelings of boredom, insignificance, or even depression. But purpose is not something you lose. It is something you redefine. You are not limited to who you were. You are free to become who you want to be. This is a powerful and liberating idea. Now is the time to ask, what brings me joy? What am I curious about? What legacy do I want to leave? Your purpose may lie in helping others, sharing wisdom, volunteering, creating art, learning something new, mentoring, or deepening your faith. It doesn't need to be grand, it just needs to be meaningful to you. Purpose provides direction and energy. It anchors you when life feels uncertain. It gives you a reason to move forward, even on hard days. When you live with purpose, you do not merely grow older, you grow deeper, wiser, more fulfilled. Pillar 4, a resilient mindset is your superpower. Aging is not easy. It brings loss, change, and challenges we often cannot predict. But what defines your life after 60 is not the absence of struggle. It is the presence of resilience. Resilience is not about pretending everything is fine. It is about adapting, learning, and continuing on. It is about holding both pain and gratitude in the same breath. By the time you reach 60, you have lived through grief, disappointment, and setbacks. These experiences are not signs of failure. They are proof of your strength. To nurture resilience, start with self-compassion. Forgive yourself for past mistakes. Let go of regrets. See them not as burdens, but as teachers. Next, develop perspective. Understand that most hardships are temporary. With time, even the heaviest pain softens. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow? Stay engaged. Isolation drains the spirit. Connection with people, ideas, and nature feeds the soul. Keep your mind active, your curiosity alive, and your heart open. Resilience is hope in motion. It is the quiet belief that no matter how hard today is, tomorrow can bring peace, healing, or a new beginning. That belief alone can transform your life. Pillar 5, a chosen community is your lifeline. At 60 and beyond, the structure of your relationships often changes. Your children may live far away. Your spouse may face their own health struggles. Old friends may no longer be as close as they once were. That is why you must build a chosen community. A group of people who support, uplift, and walk with you in this season of life. Community is not about quantity, it is about quality. You do not need a large circle. You need a few meaningful, reciprocal relationships. These are people who see you, hear you, and value you. True connection is built through intention. Call someone just to say hello. Invite someone for a walk or coffee. Join a group, take a class, volunteer. Be brave enough to reach out and generous enough to let others in. Also, be willing to let go of relationships that no longer serve you. Not every connection is meant to last forever. Protect your energy by choosing your circle wisely. A strong community provides more than companionship. It shields against loneliness, which is one of the greatest threats to health and happiness in older age. It reminds you that you are not alone. We all need people, not just to help us, but to laugh with us, to cry with us, to walk this road together. Choose yours with care. Now here's the hard truth. These 5 pillars are not handed to you. They are not guaranteed by your children, your spouse, or society. They are your responsibility, but that's also the beauty, because it means you are not powerless. You can take action. You can build a foundation that supports not just survival, but a life of purpose, health, freedom, strength, and connection.